Good morning, good evening, good day to you. I am the Bathrobe Engineer, and this is Raid Shadow Legends. We are starting a new account. It is uh, May 8th, 26. We are starting a new, what I've dubbed as the Shield Wall account, and we're going to push for that. This is coming about for a couple reasons. One, I wanted to make a raid video series for a while, just kind of following things and being like more active with raid video. Um, and then the other thing is yesterday I watched a video from one of the creators that hinted that we may be getting a updated collab of a previous collab, and I'm like, okay, um, that's intriguing. Want to see what they're doing there. So I decided I wanted to do this account anyway. So we're going to start this account. We're not going to pull shards on this account other than the green ones. Um, and we're going to go through all of the arbiter, try to get through all the arbiter missions and everything. Now, once the collab hits, we'll pull shards for that because that's kind of why I'm saving the shards. So it's not like some far off, but I have a feeling the collab's probably going to be next month or maybe in a couple weeks. So, but one of the other things that happened when I started this account was um, it forced me to start with Kale. Okay, no biggie. The sequence in the beginning had changed. Like the tutorial sequence had all changed. I literally went through the first mission just as Kale with no support whatsoever. And then after I finished that level, it gave me something that can't drop in that level. It gave me an ancient shard, which is a scripted ancient shard by that point. And then it forced me to do a scripted ancient pull. Um, and I'm going to assume it's for a scripted summon, and this will be who you get all the time. So it gave me Hope. Now, for an end game player, mid game player, everybody's going to look at Hope and be like, well, she's awful. Um, Let me actually look what Hell Hades thinks of her because this will be um, doing next level thing here, doing this live over here. I should have probably had this ready beforehand, but on the other screen I have the website up. I have 4 screens. We gotta hope. So they give her a 2.5. So they don't view her very highly. What do they say? Hope is a sacred order who offers solid defense utility through team shielding and a chance of buff removal. Uh, Good in faction wars and against some bosses. Okay, so oddly enough, didn't know this was going to happen when I decided to do the shield thing. But as a new player, if you're playing and you get Kale and you get her to start, that's not a bad thing, honestly. I like the fact that they're kind of trying to switch up the new player thing to where it feels like they're giving you more structure, more, hey, this is how things work. Hey, this is neat. Because if we look at her abilities, like she's got a chance to block buffs for 2 turns when she attacks one enemy. I mean, it it goes up to 50%. Is it the best thing in the world? No, but as early game, it's hella useful. Uh, Her A2 increases the duration of buffs on all allies by 1 turn. Places a shield buff equal 25% of this character's champion's HP on all allies for 2 turns. So she's another shielder, so she probably going to help this account out more than what, others, because I specifically designed this account around shields. Um, and then you've got her A3, which attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of decreasing the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. And once you get her 3 purple stars, it changes to attacks all enemies, has 50% chance of removing all buffs. So, and that ends up being on a 3 turn cooldown. That's not, you know, she's not nothing to scoff at. So like I like what they're trying to do. I think it's overall good for the health of Raid. Um Now obviously everybody's gonna want Uber heroes. Well, that's what your links are for. That's what your content CC links are for. That's what that is. But this is just like so as far as the link goes, I'm pretty sure the link that I'm using came from Vulcan, but I'm not sure because I got it from a spreadsheet of a bunch of different codes. But I started with Bambus, and we have Bambus here as day two. He also gives places shield buff on allies. It rolled 30% of this. He's another shielder guy. He has a bunch of other stuff, which we'll get into later once I start building out teams and stuff. Um, and then I use the code to get Pelops. He has Magma Shield. Um, so yeah, I wonder what extending Magma Shield's buff is all allies. The value of the Magma Shield is equivalent to 30% of this character's max HP. Okay, so extending it would help. I wonder building it. Well, Wix will. If I ever get Wix. But okay. So that's who I've gotten from this. And then the rest of the code is going to give me, going to end up with the gore all around. Yeah. His shield is also the one that revives, which is kind of annoying, but also it can go down to a 5-turn cooldown, so it's not the worst thing. Um, and then to run a team like this, you need some turn meter manipulation. So one of the others I'm going to be getting is Seeker. So he has turn meter, always nice. And then the last one that I'm getting is, where is it? There Venom Mage. Has decreased defense, poisons, all those wonderful things. And I think those 5 will make a fairly good Demon Lord team that should allow me to get through Demon Lord Ultra Nightmare. Possibly not a 1 key, but definitely I think maybe a 2 once I get the team refined, worked out, and built up. So that's kind of what this series is going to be about. We're going to be following this account, probably daily to every other day updates on it, and we're just going to see where we can get. I'm the kind of, and we're holding off on pulling shards until some sort of collab. I feel one is coming soon, so we'll see how many shards we can get up to that, and we may kind of reevaluate some of the teams and stuff that we're doing with this account once the collab that comes out and we figure out what those people do. But as always, I appreciate y'all. I should be doing an extra long stream because I'm gonna kind of be doing a type fundraiser because I need a couple things that like for the streams and for the stuff and like so yeah. But I'll lay all that out in a separate video. But as always, I appreciate y'all and I'll see you next time.